Welcome back. Well, looks like another case of California dreaming, this time with free money. Low-income residents of Stockton, California, set to receive a $500 a month for free as part of an experiment in universal basic income by the city's liberal mayor and the tech world. So, is no strings attached universal income a good idea? Or is it just a slippery slope into socialism? Here to debate is Fox News contributor Kevin Jackson and former Hillary for America surrogate David Goodfriend. Kevin, let me start with you. The idea is you don't need to work. If you're below a certain income threshold, you get $500 a month, no strings attached. Will this work? And if not, what are the consequences?
Hey, America, it's not April Fool's Day. It is yet another stupid liberal policy that people want to initiate in California and where else. Look, why don't they just give out lottery tickets, cigarettes, and liquor while they're at it, right? This is one of these other harebrained ideas, and I love how they couch it as it's free. Yeah, it's free because somebody making $15 an hour is going to work 30-plus hours to give somebody else who's not doing anything free money. It's not free. Somebody has to earn this money so somebody else can sit on their butts and do nothing. And California sees this as, well, everybody should have a livable, reasonable wage to work with so that they can exist. But the fact of the matter is, folks, this money is coming from somewhere. And unfortunately, it's not to put it back into the system in this way is not the way that it should be done.
Sure. David, your response to the idea that it's not fair when other taxpayers are footing the bill for folks who don't have to work and get free money.
Well, I first want to start by pointing out that it was conservatives like Milton Friedman in 1962 who came up with the idea of a negative income tax, or even today, Senator Mike Lee, a Republican of Utah, saying we have 79 different means-tested federal programs. This should be consolidated.
Wait, so you're saying this is a conservative program?
This is, excuse me, this is the idea of a universal income has been around since 1962, even earlier. Thomas Paine. Well, sir, when you call this a harebrained liberal idea, you're just showing your ignorance. The point is, universal income is actually something that's been debated as a way to deal with job displacement when automation and technology are about to eliminate half, that's right, half of all jobs with the $20 per hour or less.
So the response is...
Now, you could actually say that this is actually one way of addressing an issue. You may disagree with how it's being addressed, but jobs in this country and earning a living through a job are about to be completely undone by automation. We can
Kevin, so answer that. So if you're
saying there's a problem.
Is the idea that if you lose your job from that automation, Kevin, then you should just be on the government dole?
Exactly, Pete. Look, many people change jobs and change careers over time. It's happened since man has been in existence, and we started an actual culture. So this idea that, oh, well, if you lose your manufacturing job, well, you're completely useless. Well, that's the way leftists think. And I don't care. This guy can reflect back on Milton Friedman and all these other people that, oh, it originated with a conservative. No conservative would say, get something for nothing. Look, I grew up poor. I didn't want something for nothing. If you'd offered me $500 a month as a poor black kid growing up, I would have said, why would you think I would take something so silly and be limited by your $500 a month? Why not $5 million a month? And then maybe I'll consider it. But $500 a month is an insult, and I'm willing to work for it, and so are most of America. So These people want us to buy into poverty.
Why no work requirement, David?
Well, actually, I think in some experiments with universal income, work requirements are there. For example,
not in this one,
Stockton. In the case of Stockton, you have some people who've been hired to do public works. I think work requirements are actually not a bad idea when it comes to universal income. What I do think you're ignoring, though, and my friend here says he thinks this is some kind of scam. I think you're ignoring an actual problem. Good. I'm glad you know that. I think that what we actually have are people who are addressing a real problem. You have, for example, in coal country today in West Virginia, jobs that have left due to automation that are not coming back. And people can't sell their homes because those mortgages are underwater. There's an opioid crisis, and we have
a sad story.
So if you think that there's a better solution If you think somebody's just pulled
I do.
themselves up
We've
by
got
the
it.
bootstraps, okay,
Well, we've
let's
got to
hear
leave it
your
right there.
solution.
There is
you
a
tell, you tell America right now
we've
how
got to
you're
leave the
gonna fix
debate
it.
right there. Of course, I mean, Donald Trump made the argument we can revive these economies by getting rid of regulations that have strangled them. This is a very real debate. And if a surrogate for Hillary Clinton is making the argument for universal basic income, you're making an argument for a very different approach than Donald Trump is. That's why we're having this debate.
I don't know.
Go to those counties that voted for him. We're going to have a segment on later on the show that their economic development has certainly improved. Kevin, David, thank you for your time. We got to leave it right there.